Greetings. My name is Nicholas Drake Donahue. I wanted to talk about institutional gaps in real estate protections, legal literacy, and law enforcement transparency in the city of Los Angeles. The purpose is to summarize documented gaps in real estate protections, public legal literacy, and law enforcement transparency in Los Angeles. And the purpose options for improving coordinations among educations provide law enforcement agencies and legal aid stakeholders. The background issue overall is recent enforcement actions in Los Angeles County demonstrate the deceptive real estate and loan practices continue to target vulnerable homeowners, particularly seniors, through title theft and hard money loan schemes. Local agencies have created specialized real estate fraud units and hotlines, but these efforts operate alongside persistent public confusion about legal rights and processes in property transactions. At the same time, concerns about police accountability and communications have led the Los Angeles Police Commission and LAPD to roll out reforms and reimaging public safety initiatives focused on transparency and community engagement. The population and the systems affected elderly homeowners, at-risk borrowers, and other property owners with limited legal literacy are disproportionately exposed to deed theft, predatory loans, and other real estate fraud schemes. Students, small-scale investors, and first-time home buyers may receive theoretic theoretical instructions on business and law, but still report difficulties understanding contracts, disclosures, enforcement mechanic, mechanicisms in practice. These vulnerabilities intersect with law enforcement processes which victims attempt to report fraud, rely on specialized units, and seek coordination between local police, prosecutors, and civil legal services. The existing response and authorities, Los Angeles County and the City of Los Angeles have established dedicated real estate fraud units and public contact points. Under existing fraud sections, LAPD real estate fraud units and crime hotlines. Other policing side, the Los Angeles Board of Police Commissioners and LAPD have issued reform agendas and media release commitments to community-centered processes and enhanced transparency, drawing on their charter authority over use of force, investigation, and public reporting standards. In parallel, state-level landlord-tenant protections and consumer protections laws administered by the California Attorney General create an overreach legal framework that governs many residential real estate disputes and enforcement options. The policies and educational linkage, legal literacy initiatives in California real estate emphasize that even standard contracts can create significant risk when signers do not understand their obligations, disclosures, or remedies. These source materials, often developed by law offices and educational providers, highlight the need for better public education and reading documents, spotting vague terms, and seeking counsel before signing. However, there is limited formal integration between such practical guidance, community colleges, curricula in business and real estate, and outreach functions of fraud enforcement units, leading to fragmented support for residents navigating both civil and criminal aspects of property disputes. In current situation, real estate fraud schemes documented in federal indictments and public advisories show that Offenders can exploit gaps in monitoring, victim awareness, and interagency coordination to steal titles of secured fraudulent loans using impersonation and falsified documents. Law enforcement and proctorial offices have created specialized fraud units, hotlines, and outreach events, but public knowledge of how and when to engage these resources remain uneven. Legal literacy, resources surrounding contracts, landlord-tenant rights, and real estate transactions are available but not systematically embedded into secondary, post-secondary, or community-based programs that reach high-risk populations. So the options that I believe that we can integrate would be legal literacy content in local education systems, benefits support early undergoing of contract fraud, risk and dispute resolution pathways among students, first-time home buyers, and small landlords. The challenges require collaboration among Los Angeles Community College District, local universities, professional associations, and city partners. Curriculum change may take multiple academic cycles to implement. The strength in coordinating and transparency in real estate fraud enforcement, the benefits, clear public guidance on reporting, case status, agency roles may increase trust and reporting rates among victims of deed theft and loan fraud. The challenges, enhanced data sharing, cross-training, and public dashboards may require resources allocation, interagency agreements, and IT upgrades. To expand community-based outreach and property and landlord tenant rights, the benefits partners with neighborhood organizations, senior centers, and housing nonprofits can deliver targeted education on recognized fraud, understanding tenants and homeowner rights, and assessing legal aid. I'm sorry, accessing legal aid. The challenge is sustained outreach efforts required ongoing funding, culturally competent material, and measurable performance indicators. So my recommendations for this is to endorse a city-supported initiative to collaborate with community colleges, adult education providers, and professional organizations to incorporate applied real estate and contract literacy modules into existing business law and housing-related courses serving Los Angeles residents. A request that LAPD, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office, and relevant city departments provide a joint report on a current real estate fraud response protocol, public communication practices, and opportunities to stabilize victim notification and data sharing, with specific attention to elderly and limited English proficiency populations, and support expansion of community-based legal education and fraud prevention campaigns delivered through libraries, senior centers, and neighborhood coalitions that align messages with existing state landlord tenant protections and local enforcement mechanisms, and that incorporated evaluation metrics such as workshop attendance, hotline, call volume, and case referrals. That is submitted by myself, Nicholas Drake Donahue, to Mayor Karen Bass and all relevant parties. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at nomisopportunities.com or nmoinfo@gmail.com. Again, my name is Nicholas Drake, and I thank you for your time.